We are having a comics group goon helpers meeting.
I give a hoot about Comics Group.
I've looked in my face in the mirror, and I saw a little more than those tears, and I wiped them away. Told myself that it would be okay, but sometimes that's a lie. Oh, what have I done with my life? Trying to get through another day.
Women can be a part of comics group also.
I love comics group.
I'm here. I'm just trying to do a few things before I get going. I don't know how long I'll be on here.
Welcome to Comics Group.
Goth is just a phase, man. Just a phase. But hey, Dr. Ben's Comics gets it.
Comics Group is here to save you! Comics Group is here to save you now.
Cynic is gay.
Goth is just a phase. I'm making this outfit's fun, but come on. Total phase.
White guilt poster child. I really need Chad Clamhammer tonight.
Okay, we're gonna go. What is that? Then I'm back here. I don't know about this. This is a camera I got the other day at a thrift store, but it is a lot better than the camera on the laptop. The laptop camera is crazy. I don't know if you can hear me very well. And it's always good to see somebody. I remember that handle, certified human being. I'm not, and I remember having a few interactions with you, like when I've been alive. I know for sure. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Let's see. Let me make sure I got the mic on right. Okay. I think everything's working right. And then let's see. I thought I'd put the is this my okay. Oh, I'm chatting from I'm watching from. Okay, I got it. You know who's on though? There's somebody on right now. I was just watching them. I don't know if you're interested or. Okay. Oh, Levi has joined. Okay, hold on a minute. Oh, I'm chatting from. I'm watching. Hold on a minute. Okay, give me a second here. There we go. And are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
All right.
I've got a camera that I bought at a thrift store the other day. I kind of just been, I plugged it in and didn't know, like it didn't work at first, but I didn't really mess with it the first day I bought it. And then yesterday I got it out and I got it to. How you been doing?
Well, I've been working like I'm 25 years young.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I feel trashed. Sometimes I feel all right.
I understand. That wasn't you in the chat, was it?
No, I haven't typed anything into the chat.
Okay. Well, yours just says Levi anyway.
Yeah.
No, somebody that goes by certified human being said I'm back, and I was I remember their handle, but I don't, and I remember them sometimes being in a chat or possibly even commenting on a video, but like when it's not a regular, like if you're not interacting on a regular basis, it sometimes you don't remember exactly who or what it was you talked about or what the comment was.
Yeah. No, you get it.
Sorry I hadn't talked to you in a while. Well, I guess there ain't no reason to be sorry. Life happens, But I'm just kind of getting back into, like I kind of fell off the map again and didn't do videos for a little while. Stopped streaming and all
Yeah,
that.
I was getting a little concerned for you. I was wondering if you were still alive or what.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm doing a little better this time around. I'm just trying not to be in a broken record, but then that's kind of what is happening,
Mm-hmm.
But, I've got I've got some better connections on some things for this coming up week. See, what's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah.
No, tomorrow's let me look.
No, tomorrow's Monday. Never mind.
Monday. It's in fact today for me right now. It's Monday, 1:04 in the morning Eastern time.
Yeah, it's actually Monday here now too. It's 12:14.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered it was Monday. But this past week I had been there was a couple of days where like I was having trouble staying up and I was sleeping and I kind of lost track of the days at first. But that happens too with not having like a sometimes I don't think about what day it is or the date or anything, but because I have a phone, I'm conscious of it,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I've been really busy. Deb and I have been. Well, we were planting a while back, around a month ago, and getting things ready. We have 4 bed gardens going. I'm getting another one ready and prepared to start growing in next year.
yeah.
And that. So anyway, yeah, we're getting down serious with this stuff, so we can just feed ourselves mainly. And we help people too. I mean, but maybe we'll be able to help a little bit more. Not that I claim to be able to feed over 5,000 men alone, not including the women and children. I don't claim that. I'm not Yeshua himself.
I'd own a couple of items.
Yeah. I mean, we give some eggs away here and there, but next year, maybe a couple of years from now, we'll be giving other stuff away to people who need it.
Oh.
But when people, like when I do a live stream every now and then, and after so many days, I do delete it, but I give some vital information. I mean, you can make a garden to where you can feed 5-6 people per year, if you're patient and grow it correctly. So, and people think it's just a hobby. Well, it is for some, but now it could be a serious thing,
Well, we were talking about this the other day, me and somebody, and I don't know who it was or what it. I don't know if it was on the stream or what, but anyway, and talking about just how, like, I was talking about the remembering as a kid, like after my mom divorced when I was 4, so. But I was still going out to technically see my dad, but I was staying with my grandmother. And, probably up till I was like about 10 or so, my granny kept a garden and stuff. But like before my mom divorced dad, we went out in the garden too. I remember as a kid being with mom as well. But I remember that just being like it was kind of like, because I've had people over the years tell me, like, even just because, I talk about spending a lot of time alone or don't don't drive and I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Crap. Hold on. I'm trying to do something here. I accidentally touched this screen and, okay. I brought something up on the screen. It's a touch screen, and I accidentally touched it. And I had something pull up, and I was trying to get it off of there without messing up.
Yeah.
Okay, I turned you up a little.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we were talking about, I was talking about, what can I there's things you can plant like if I wanted to do something, I could still start something. It just I gotta look up what do you start at this time? You know what I mean? Like, because if you start something now, right, you would probably be harvesting it like at the beginning of the fall or towards the end of summer. Am I right? Or
well, it depends on what methods you're using. We're going to Hugo Culture, actually is how I think you pronounce it. But so we started a little earlier with it. No, wait, I correct that. The stuff we started was about a month ago. But Hugo Culture which is what I'll start next year.
yeah,
Probably start a little earlier and let it fully mature and go a little later in the year. Now I know where you're at. You can probably have just as much, if not more, growing time than me. Because even when it gets cold and stuff, Hugo Culture, what it does is you put logs and stuff. Just put it right in if you dig up ground or if you do a bed garden, put it on the bottom and maybe even up a little bit with sticks in that. And then what you do is you have at least 6 inches above it, 6 to 10 inches with soil, compost, you name it. People don't know this, but the wood, it enriches the soil. You won't have to mess with the shit for like 20 years, evidently.
Oh, okay.
This is nothing new. It's just that it got drowned out and people hit it because of corporations. I mean, over $1 billion a year is spent on fertilizer. So what would they benefit if you and I were doing that from us? Nothing.
Right.
So we're just.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Well, that's all right. It's money. That's all it comes down to. And Now, don't get me wrong. I've been busting my hide digging up, this hard dirt and clay from where I'm at. I had 18 months too, to where I used, I had compost, decompose over time. So I had to be patient. And that, plus, yes, I have bought some bags of soil and I'll buy a few more. But over time, it'll be essentially about down to zero, especially now that I kind of relearned this wood thing. Now, there are some woods you want to avoid. Hold on a second. Give me a minute. Okay. Like good wood, like logs or whatever, and thick branches and that. You want oak. You want apple, you want birch, and maple. They're good woods. The ones you want to avoid are black walnut, black cherry, cedar, and of course pressure treated wood. But because that has chemicals and stuff, and it could mess up the soil.
Right.
But, it's just simple stuff. People were even doing it I don't know when it technically started, but. People were doing it back in the 15th century that I know of, 1400s. So
well, it makes sense that somebody probably because like you think about it, like if you put are you putting it in green, or are you letting it dry out? Is it like
I just put it in as is? Look, I've got a lot of wood away because we heat our house with a wood burning stove. I have more than enough wood. Right. So I can use a few logs. It's not a big deal. I can use tree branches or sticks that would be kindling. It's not like I'm depleting myself that way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I just meant like depending on, because it's going to take, like it as it's breaking down over the years, like you were saying, like maybe every 5 or 6 years you might have to like. Or
no.
How long did you said it? Not even that long?
No, probably every 15 to 20 years it'll last. That's what they're saying. So I have to test. I'll test that Hugo Culture starting next year. Now, the stuff that I'm doing now is again compost that I've had over a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Save, in this homestead here, I've had food scraps, whatever, dog shit. In bags of soil, but and that's effective too. Don't get me wrong. It's just, look, put it this way. In my adopted family, I remember when my grandfather was a farmer, he made me feel good at 3-4 years old, having me on his lap, making me think that I was driving that tractor, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, when I was 6 years old and 75, he retired, went into town. I think, but at that age, you don't really absorb that kind of stuff, when they talk about those methods. So, but he, even though he retired from his work, and that was the 70s were a good time to be a Christian, to be a retired guy with a pension, to have saved your money over the years being a farmer like he did, starting in the 1930s, something, Great Depression. And he was well off. Now, even though he didn't work really per se anymore, because I remember that, he did keep his own garden in town. And I remember him talking about some of that stuff. And I do remember watching him dig up his soil before the beginning of the growing season and throwing fish heads in there.
Oh, yeah.
And if I ever go fishing again, and I probably will, even though I got sick of it when I was a kid because I'm from Minnesota. I did so much fishing, it was unreal, but I'll chop off fish heads. I have no problem with that.
That's one thing my granny used to use, and everybody around, growing up, I remember. I was thinking, so, and I've got friends that keep telling me about, just starting them in like in buckets or in a cubicle, like in like above ground. Like there's soil in it, but you're above the ground. You're not digging into the ground. But
right. Well, you're talking a raised bed garden there.
Yeah.
gray.
A lot of
So-
people do that because of where they're at or something too, don't they?
Yeah, they
Like-
do. In fact, it's not just the 4 gardens that I'm growing right now. We also have 4 raised bed gardens that are right beside on the
Okay.
other side of the house over there that we're growing beans and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Various types of green beans and black beans and whatever you want to call them. And I bought those back, well, really around 2 years ago from an Amish store when they open their store at a certain time of the year. They're probably open right now, for all I know. I just don't need to use them, and my piston's blue, so I don't have a vehicle to go there anyway. I'm depending on a woman to take Deb and I just twice a month to go grocery shopping and to buy our feed, for our chickens and whatever. And that, but I'm hoping not only that I get another vehicle, I'm also hoping that, hey, I don't even really have to go grocery shopping, say 2 years down the road, or if I do, it's once every 6 months, But,
Yeah. I've been seeing, I've got a friend that keeps, he's like posting a lot here the past few days, but I've been seeing a lot about even here in the U.S. them flying drones over people's property and looking at their gardens and putting down. I don't know, like it.
has he been able to visually see those drones? Are they that close?
I don't know, because like one of the posts that I saw him make, I don't know if he was. It sounded like he was talking about himself. He said that he grows his own, and that there's been some flying over wherever. I can't remember where he's at. I'm trying to remember.
Well,
Anyway, but he's been keeping up with a lot of this stuff. And I remember a few years ago seeing, where like, there's been a slow move in certain states, in certain areas of certain states, maybe not the entire state so far, but certain areas like, starting to make the move where they want you to register your backyard gardens and all that.
I know all about it.
I remember us talking a little bit about it, but like them starting to fly over and like go out, on the outskirts and looking at people's like private property and taking, I don't know. It's like but like you look at,
They're probably
I think about how close we are to 2030 already, so
they're probably a combination of taking pictures and doing videos. I can tell you right now, well, I'm not going to say exactly what would be going on with me. The first time if I see that, if I see a drone within distance, I may be nice enough only to flip it off. But if they keep it up, I'm not going to. I mean, you figure out how I might try to deal with it if I can see that dumb thing, and I have my tools here to deal with that.
Right.
They don't need to be doing that. Look, I'm. Well, I suppose with the outer heights, the heights of the town, I might be 13 miles out, but really to get into town to the closest one, I'm like 16 miles out.
Right.
Yeah, they have no reason to be coming out here and doing that. Now they could be up high enough to where I can't see them anyway, but
Yeah. I figure it'll slowly but surely, like, it's just like I've been seeing a lot of, have you been seeing, like everybody's talking about AI taking jobs, and they were talking about, certain people will be all right still for the next 15 or 20 years. Like they were talking about a certain class, like, and I was just like, yeah, but ultimately it's still a move to, like, I think about, anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this. I guess because I know you kind of,
I keep track of all that as much as I can.
Like ever since I've been seeing, like ever since Elon, like however many years ago, showed off his first, like, what is it, Maximus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to myself, well, what do you think they're really doing? Like those are like being built to at some point replace even soldiers. You know what I mean? They can just program it and give it an order, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, look, I don't know how it's going to end up. The scriptures do not promise me an easy, protected life on this earth. It does spiritually as long as you're obedient, and you do what you're allowed to do in God's will. But it doesn't guarantee that I can't go through any tribulation either. So if I have to have court here and be taken out in a body bag, so be it. I don't want that to happen. I'm not asking, I'm not saying to bring it, but when you look at these, anyway, all I'm saying is I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And, you think the so-called elites would be more happier, say like in a couple of years from now, Deb and I are not even maybe hitting a grocery store but once a month. You think they'd be, hey, we don't have to worry about those guys, but that's not what they want. Okay. Be dependent on them and we're their bitches. They're our masters, and eventually get rid of us anyway in FEMA camps or whatever they're going to do. Just call them Nazi. It's another version of it.
I don't know why. Well, I guess it just came up, like I'm not like sitting and worrying about it, but it's just some of the things that I've been like over the past couple of days, I have paid attention to. Well, that particular person, like, I know what they post is a lot of things that, 10 years or, well, I remember probably in 2014, 2015, I don't remember if it was somewhere around then, laughing at someone that I grew up with that was like in Tennessee, and we were communicating, and they would be talking about all kinds of different, conspiracy type things. They were talking about chemtrails and all this, and at the time, like he was talking about it so much, I was just like kind of blowing it off, and then it was like it wasn't that I didn't think it was a possibility, but like I think about when I think back, I think, damn, man, I wish I hadn't have been like, because like he took offense that I wasn't like trying to at least, I think it was just because you ever met something like, do you remember like if you'd met someone 15 or 20 years ago and that's all they talked about at that point, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I met a guy and I got to know him pretty well in Akron, Ohio back in 2014 and 2015. And here's the problem. And he was right on quite a bit of stuff. But the way he went about it, you would almost think he, obviously he wasn't, but, someone would sarcastically think to him or herself, this guy must think he's golfing buddies with George Bush, Bill Clinton. You know what I mean? They come off the wrong way, even though they mean well. And the way they talk to somebody so confidently but loud, and they don't bring the story right. And here's another thing. They don't really have, I finally looked at him. I won't give his last name, but his first name was James. And I'm like, James, man, do you have any solutions to any of this? Because I already knew a lot of it even back then. What's your, can't you speculate or come up with some potential solutions here? And he really didn't have any. The information is good and all. I used to be involved in some politics back in the day and help people run for mayor and stuff like that. I'm not stupid to this. And I know how those people think, even the big fish in a tiny little pond, the city councilors and stuff and the mayor and mayor's assistant, they think they're better than us. And they think they know what's good for us. And they're not our public servants. They're our overlords. And it's obvious to me. So what's your solution? And finally, Deb and I, for a little while in Florida, before we got hijacked, it was a good experience, but it really wasn't the right location. But we were doing pretty well. And after we left there and now we're here. We're way out there, and we're, like I said, 15, 16 miles away from the closest city or town, and
Right.
we're doing our thing, minding our own business, and that's how a lot of people are out here. I guarantee you. You don't just want to start going in their backyard and fucking with them. Not a good idea, and that includes me. But I've got the best solution that I know of right now. I do have a piece of property on emergency, not too far from where you're at, if I had to go there.
Right.
If I have to. I don't want to, because that's starting from scratch, I guarantee you. But you can only do so much. Look, if Elohim wants me to make it through this, he'll do it. Okay, those evil, perverted Sasquatch elites, no matter what they do, they will not stop me. But if it's meant for me to lose my head, there's nothing I can really do to stop that either. So,
Right.
I'm a pragmatist, as well as getting into articulate detail and doing things the way I do. I'm a pragmatist. It's like, okay, these are the potential scenarios. This is what I'll try to do. And God help me,
Right. Well, I don't mean to sound like I've broken. Well, I keep saying right, but it's because I'm agreeing.
Right. I get it.
I was thinking, my brains are swirling. It's kind of like you were saying, even nowadays, like you were talking about somebody that you knew when I said, people that sometimes that's especially if it had been 20 years ago, but like even now, like, and if it's like that's all they're consumed with, and you were talking about like, well, do you have any, what kind of, like, do you have any answers, or do you have anything that you're thinking about towards, like,
there's other ideas I have, and I've been attacked for it. Not that I care.
well, I mean, you were talking about people being that way,
Yeah.
like,
Well, when I YouTubed regularly, I used to give out a lot of information when I did thousands of videos back in the day before you ever knew who I was. Again, when I was in Minnesota, my home state, and then Arizona, and then Florida.
yeah,
Probably did over 3,000 videos, and Deb had me on like, 28 links, somewhere around there. So even though I was small on YouTube, I was pretty big in a way. I used to promote, and I'll still talk about it carefully, but you need people to get together and live like a commune, a community, and you do need to think alike and be evenly yoked. And there needs to be enough people who are willing to be Indians, while just a select few are the chiefs, and
Yeah.
that. So, but I've never, look, despite my intelligence, I don't seem to have the charisma to do it,
Yeah.
So I haven't given up, but I'm not actively looking for it either.
Me, well, yeah, like I know how old I am, and I know the things that I'm going through, and but I figure as long, like, it's always been kind of like, like I've stuck with the attitude, or for the most part over the years. At some point I started realizing, like, I'm not done, like each day that I'm giving, even if I'm still struggling, I'm still know there's things that if I'm if I'm going in the right direction, following where I'm supposed to go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You can only do what you're allowed to do, what you're capable of, and that I get it. It's just if people could work together more as a community, you don't even have to do the militia or mag thing like I'm talking about necessarily. These movies, or the not movies, but these TV series growing up as a kid, both Little House on the Prairie and the Waltons. I mean, families that stuck together and helped each other, and communities, people that went out to help each other and looking out for each other's welfare.
Well,
and kept the government out of it. That was the way to go. I mean, when I think about it, on
my
John
nose is like, if your nose is itching, someone's coming to visit you.
Oh.
That's what I thought when I was a kid. Do you remember that?
I don't. I may have heard that. I don't know.
Well, when I was growing up, that's what they told me. You know, like if one of your palms is it's money or something, I don't know. Anyway, stuff that ain't like, you know, just kind of. But you know, I kind of spaced out there for a minute.
Okay. Well, it's just like when John Boy, he wrote those books. No, for the he no the
there was a real guy, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, no, the series
That's
that they
what I
made.
thought.
The series that was made by Hollywood, I don't know why, but they based it on a different town than what they were. They were really outside of on their farm.
Yeah.
Think about it. Gramps and Grandma, their son, you know, the Big John and his kids, you know, John Boy and Jason and them, or whatever their names, you know, Mary Ann and all that. I mean,
there was like was there 2 girls or 3 girls? There was 3 girls, wasn't there?
At least, yeah, I think there were.
Then there was there was John Boy. Then there was a guy about a year or 2 younger than John Boy. Then there was another one.
Yeah.
And then like I don't
remember. The kid who loved to fly, but he couldn't join the Air Force to fly later because he had to have glasses. Yeah, he had a prescription.
Oh, John Boy.
No,
or
John
the
Boy
other guy, the guy that was under the next guy under.
One joined the Army and the other one joined the Navy for a little bit. And that was after the Great Depression when World War II started.
Well, see, the time it was set in, that was another thing. Like when you get into the 40s, it's still kind of that way where it's big families. But by the 50s, man, they're starting to push the nuclear family, you know, where thinking of like, you know, still husband and wife, but maybe like 2 or 3 kids, not 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or
right.
You know,
it was a slow but sure breakdown, one day at a time over the decades.
Right.
Let's be honest, the evil one has been very successful. So just patience, I guess. And people were dumb enough over the years to fall for it.
Well, you know, growing up, man, like I always noticed, like I saw it early, like people just rather be, even myself, you know I'm guilty of it. It's like, just just program me and give me the program and just let me just do it. And if it's something, you know, like people get complacent easily, like especially nowadays, they figure it out. And that's why I'm trying to get, like, I'm still reading, but like I'm not reading like I should be. Like I've got a lot of time that I could be I'm trying to get it. Well, tomorrow I got, today now I've got an appointment at 11. I see the doctor that got on my back, and then because I had an infection when I went to detox again, and
okay. But as far as the stuff that I'm doing, you know, even though I do talk about it every now and then on my own channel, not real often. I have been promoting it. You're one of the 3 panels I've been on that I've been talking about. I'm trying to kind of in that way get the word out too. So, because that way people have no excuse, and there's things you can do in your backyard or inside your house, or if you're on you have your own property, even I have in the immediate, I have at least 2 acres to work with, and that's an awful lot for what I'm doing, which I'm not using it all for that. I guarantee you right now. And I have another 2 acres I can use if I really wanted to make it over 4 acres. But that's the only thing that concerns me is what you brought up earlier, the drones and stuff, because I don't want a bunch of feds and dragging along the local yokel law enforcement boys and girls to come over here and say, hey, you can't do that.
What are you talking about? Oh, those drones, yeah.
It's none of their damn business.
Well, I'm just meaning it's only like now that I'll see if I can find, but it was on X, so like, but you should. I don't know if you can still access it, like if I send a link, but it should be able to find the article about it somewhere anyway.
I can get on X. I don't ever type in. I don't ever try to get an account in that way. But sometimes
I can send you a link.
Like when I wanted to see all the angles of Charlie Kirk when he was assassinated back on a Wednesday, September 10th.
Hey, hold on a minute. Or you keep talking. I don't mean to. I didn't mean to say hold on.
Back on September 10th of 2025, on Wednesday when he was shot there, I had to go to X because YouTube won't show any of that. If they do, like I guess it was live, but they covered it up real quick. You know how YouTube is. So, and I wish he wouldn't have been shot, but I'd like to see all the angles and stuff and see what's going on.
I saw it on YouTube though, like right as it. I guess it had already happened, but they hadn't took it down yet, And it was like it was like it was I don't know how I saw it, but I remember like my gut just like it just felt
I've been around enough, and I've seen some things in my life, and I can tell you right now, he was dead before he hit that floor.
Right, like.
Even though they got his heart going again, that didn't matter. That did not bring him back to life in any way, shape, or form. I feel bad for his wife and kids, but
let's see. Okay, this is something that I don't know why I'm doing this, but in the private thing, I'm sending it. You've probably seen this video though. But he's got a video that is at the top of it, and then I'll find that other thing.
Well, I just hit my private thing, and I don't see anything in.
Now I'm sending it. I just sent it.
Yeah, I got it now.
And then I'm gonna go find that other thing that I was talking. It takes me a second, but I know what I'm like. It's like I think I was telling you when I first got this. Like I'd had Windows 10, but this is like Windows 11, and I've heard a lot of people talk about. I'm trying to figure out.
I know who that woman is.
She worked for
Deborah. Let me look here for a second. Deborah Tavares. I know who she is.
Yeah, you probably heard what she talks about and stuff, then, hadn't you?
Oh yeah, I've watched her a little bit here and there on Rumble.
Yeah, that's like a 30-minute thing that I remember seeing a few years, or about a year and a half ago or something. Me and the guy that goes by Self-Destruct, he saved it for me. Like I didn't have a computer at the time.
Yeah,
and so then we tried doing what they call EFAPing or whatever. Like we were watching it, and man, we couldn't get we just kept stopping it, because there's a lot of she drops a lot of information in that 30-minute clip there. And I'm sure there's more, but like it's condensed down, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's been probably 5-6 months since I've looked at her on Rumble, watched her stuff.
Is she still alive, or is she?
Last I knew.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. This is not a land. Okay, here's some. I might have done. I'm trying to find. He's been posting a bunch of stuff over the past Okay, this is all new stuff. I'm trying to find. I was trying to find that specific thing about the drones though while we're talking about it, and before we get off here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, even the drones, like I said, I've known about them for quite a while, and they can be miles up there. Anywhere 1 mile. I mean, that's 5,280 feet is a mile. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna hear it. And
oh yeah, like this is something though I think more recent. That's why, because after I saw his article, I saw other people sharing the same article. It wasn't just him. Like he was the first person I noticed. You know what I mean? And then the next day, I started seeing other people were sharing it.
Yeah.
Here's one, of course, it's probably old, but about microwave mind control. But I know that something's been going on here in the past week or so where they've kind of like been open about it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about that or something like and I don't know, something about Trump. Has he bragged about, using certain, which we already know he did that.
Well, he's not the same man he was during his first administration. He's a little more warped now, I think, because of what they did to him for 4 years after they cheated him out of office. But here's the problem. He's not going after the right people. He's being a little bitch. And he needs to take I don't normally condone this. I don't advertise it. But to get a lot of these people it's one thing to arrest all those Somalians, and that's fine. But you need to arrest the real higher up people like the 5th Congressional District Representative of Minnesota, Ilhan Omar, Tampon Timmy, Tim Walz, the governor, Penny Flanagan.
Yeah,
Keith Ellison, the Attorney General for Minnesota, my home state. Those people need to be behind bars. That little creepy boy, Gavin Newsom of California, he needs to be behind bars. And Trump hasn't done any of that. So, I mean, when a federal judge gives him an illegal order, he needs to stop crying about it and go to the higher court to get it turned over. He needs to say, okay, that's enough. I mean, let's be honest. The Biden-Harris administration, they just, the DOJ and FBI, they just sent them right into people's homes. What they did was wrong.
Yeah.
But at least they had the sack to do it. I mean, they were ransacking first-term Trump supporters all over the place, regardless of whether it was legal or not. I mean, they went into his residence in Mar-a-Lago. Well, for starters, he was cooperating. For another thing, he had every legal right as a former president whether to declassify or keep it classified. Every president.
Yeah. And have you seen about if you don't have it, they're pushing towards, now I don't know about here in the U.S. yet, but by 2028, if you don't have digital ID, that a lot of stuff will be cut off from you.
Probably. I'm not getting it. You can look at my driver's license. That's good enough.
Here's one where it's talking about making farming they're wanting to make farming a crime, like unless you're doing it through them with registration and all that.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry, but I'm trying to. Anyway, I don't know.
I meant to tell. I've been talking about this on other people's panels too, because I always wondered. We all know Bill Gates is lying out of his little billionaire asshole when he says that trees are hurting the environment. Come on.
Why?
What the hell do you take us for? But what he's also having done, because he doesn't do the work himself. Obviously, he pays people. But when he has all those trees cut down on the acreage he owns, he has them buried in the ground. Well, do you remember what I just told you? How many minutes ago about Hugo Couture? That's what he's doing for the future. It's obvious to see. As soon as I relearned that, and I was watching that Stellar Eureka channel, and I learned it, I'm like, it went ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Bill Gates is doing this all on purpose. You know?
Right. Well, it's funny you said Bill Gates, because what I was talking about, it's talking about Bill Gates. He's the one bringing it up or something here recently. I guess that's why they were talking about it again. Like it's saying,
you can go to hell.
And what then, gets me, man, all these data centers, everything, man, it's like
Trump was giving him access to, I think, to some nuclear plants for one thing, and two, he's had secret meetings with them. What the hell are you doing that for? Why are you doing that with Bill Gates? I mean, Trump's not going to tell us any, but whatever.
Do you keep odd hours sometimes? Is that like I notice sometimes like that's when you'll be streaming. Sometimes you'll be streaming later at night and stuff.
I've been trying to get out of the habit and sleep more at night. But yes, it's common for me to be up until 5 a.m. Do what I need to, go with the dogs, go to bed, and then get up and start my work at noon or 2 o'clock. And then,
I go through phases and stuff where, like, because I just came out of I've been I don't remember how many weeks, but it's been a little over 2 weeks. But like my sleep has started. But I was this past week I was taking something that was making me all tired during the, like I'd got it over the counter and didn't realize, like it was like something was making me really tired, like all day long, and I was falling asleep, and that's how. I was telling you about that. I was like in a daze, and like for 2 days, I kind of like lost track of. But I did get a lot done to that. Like when I was the days that I had like energy and was doing all right. But anyway, I'm gonna stop looking for that because I'm enjoyed.
No, you're fine. Probably later in the day when I'm up and stuff, because I plan on doing some push-ups, sit-ups, going to bed. I'll watch that thing on Deborah Tavares. I do like her, so I already got it on.
Yeah, Tank. I was sitting here looking at. I didn't have my screen split or nothing, and my friend Tank has said hello to us, and I didn't. He might already be gone. Ditto to all of you magnificent bastards and bastardettes. That's his little saying, But,
well, I only see the chat here, and it has Goober is the last one you typed out, from what I can tell.
Oh yeah, like I came from my second channel and said Goober.
Yeah,
but there's been 2 or 3. There's 2 people, or at least it's 2 people. Okay, Tank's here. Okay, Tank Ferret's here. But he's a good dude. He was in the military. I can't remember. Tank, I don't want to talk for you.
What branch was he in?
That's what I was trying to remember. It's either the Army or Marine. I don't know if it was the Army or Marine.
Army here, so.
Yeah, I don't. He's probably about to tell me.
Yeah. So.
Oh, he says, "Great cloudy day. Hit me up on X. I have a gift for you." Oh, okay. I'll DM you, man. I was thinking about dropping the link. Like, I'm trying to get, like, my sleeping is getting to work. Like, I was, like, the other night I did, I don't know if it was last night last night I tried doing something, but a few nights ago, like one night this past week, I did like I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, man, instead of just laying here, like I got up and streamed for a little while. You know what I mean? Like, and a friend, nobody was watching, but it was like somebody like that. Well, I don't have his number. He's over in Germany, but he streamed with me. He's in the chats a lot, and
Yeah.
he's not from Germany. He's from Peru, but he lives in Germany, and so he came on the panel, and we just talked, you know, because like it was like in the middle of the week, and I just came home on Monday. Oh, he was not. What is this? 19K M1 Armor Crewman, 2000 to 2005, and this one time in Baghdad, 2004 to 2005. So you know, it's Army regular.
Yeah.
So were you saying you can't? All you can see is Goober?
That's the lowest it went for me. Yeah. On the regular chat here on your restream.
Oh.
Same thing if I go check YouTube.
What are you looking on?
Well,
What device?
right here. I'll go. Hold on. I'll go on. I'll go look on YouTube as well.
Well, no, I was meaning like.
Oh, wait. Okay, I've got. I'm still here.
I was wondering what device you're on. Like, if you refresh the page, maybe it'll.
I have a gift for you. 19K M1 Armor Crewman. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he's Baghdad and Iraqi freedom and all that. He's a little younger than me, I'm guessing.
Well, I probably so because you were.
Desert Storm.
Yeah. Okay. You were like when I was in high school, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Operation Desert Shield / Desert Storm in 1991.
Yeah, I graduated in 92. Yeah, I was in high school. So,
yep.
Because you're like 10 years older than me, right? Like 60. Huh?
No, I'm over 5 years older.
Oh, 5 years. Damn, I was.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, kind sir.
Are you, you're 52, right?
Yeah.
57.
Okay. He might not. But I'm gonna post it anyway, just in case he wants to come on for just a second. Because I was gonna tell you, we could that stuff. What was it you were wanting to share? You've been talking about you were sharing with other people on there.
Well, to do the Hugo Culture gardening. Also, there's another type that's really good. It's named after this woman who's no longer with us. Her name is Ruth Stout. I will type it in. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I'll type it into the regular chat here. If you look her up, she was born in 1884. 1884. She died in 1980 when she was 96. Now I'm going to be trying to combine both Hugo Culture along with her stuff. She's in the roaring 1920s. She got tired of breaking her back and with her gardens. So she put moldy hay right on top of the ground, and she planted. She just dropped seeds right in somehow, and the stuff grew.
Oh, she just okay.
Yeah.
Ruth Stout.
Yep.
Tank says one of my platoon sergeants was in Desert Storm. He was a driver in that armor company that got lit up with friendly fire. I'm gonna put that up on the screen.
I heard about it. I think I know what he's talking about, but I wasn't with that. I was with the Ranger Battalion. So,
well,
I was special ops, special forces. So
that's cool though. That yeah, he was just Tank. You're just beneath. You were beneath him. He's a special forces.
Oh, come on now.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Tank served. I'm cool with that. But here's the thing. I think it was on one of the field, and I did not like Phil Donahue, but an Air Force I think he was Air Force or Army colonel. He was a pilot, and he blew up what he thought was some enemy lines, and he ended up getting friendly fire instead. I don't know if that's a separate incident when Tank is talking about or the same. So I just don't know. So,
man, I think this camera works pretty good to be. I can't remember if I think I paid about $10 for it.
You're in a camper now?
No, a camera like for the because remember I had been doing where I had
Camera. Gotcha. I thought you said camper, and I'm like, what? $10 deal like that.
Tankers are special needs forces. We are the bigger.
Attached. They can be attached.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
It's like these guys in the Navy, like Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida. Okay, he was Navy.
Special needs forces.
Yeah, he was Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. When he was in the Navy, he was a commissioned officer, and he was, attached, I guess, to SEAL Teams 1 and 2, or maybe SEAL Team 1. He was not in the Navy SEALs, but he was attached to where they did a lot of stuff, bringing things back and forth. And we have the same things with tankers and stuff in the Army, the Corps, the Marine Corps has it. Every branch really does.
Keep talking. I'm gonna grab a water.
Okay, but there's.
Hey, I'm glad you joined. Anyway, I was glad that you popped in. Like when you get out of pocket, like it takes a minute. Like you kind of just have to start back, and then once people kind of see you're there or something, they,
No, I do not recommend. Like I was cautious of recommending people to go into whatever in any branch, but I did recommend it. Well, when it was Biden Harris, I was telling these kids, somebody don't go in now. Don't do it while they're in office. And when Trump won to get reelected, I said, okay, you do it, but just do it for a 4-year stint and see how things go. See how the political atmosphere is in that. Now I'm not so sure I'd even recommend that anymore. I don't know how long we're going to be in Iran. But I can tell you right now, that's Persia, Iran and Iraq.
Yeah.
And, you're not going to destroy them. You may temporarily, but those people will come crawling out of a hole later when you least suspect it. They are Sharia law. They truly believe that if they out endure this, and their Messiah will come and help them defeat Jerusalem. These people are so hardcore, you can't hardly talk with. You can't negotiate with them.
Oh,
I'd like to see him get that prince in power there. The Shah's grandson, if I'm right, from 1970, I think, if I'm right on the lineage, but I just, it's so unrealistic to me right now. They're not giving in yet.
Did you see the? Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading Tank's. He says, but when I was in Baghdad, I was a tanker without a tank. Can you read it or see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
So I signed for and maintained as many different vehicles as I could, like they were Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's right. A Tango Whiskey Alpha Tango Lace. Tank, I'm assuming you need my address. I'm going to send you my address. Is that what you're needing? I would assume if he's saying he's got a gift for me. Well, I guess I shouldn't assume anything, should I? You know what I mean?
Look, I just do what I can. I just do it. Look, if God or Elohim, whatever language you use, because I do a lot of Paleo Hebrew, because I'm in Hebrew.
Yeah.
If he needs it for me to get together with people that we're evenly yoked enough and we can trust one another, I'm cool with it. But at the end of the day, if it's just Deb and I guess, and so be it. So
Well, that's kind of like ever since you've known me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Tank. Well, you can message it to me now. I just said I'm here. He's going to give me a website and a code for a free copy of some new music he made.
oh, okay. What kind of music do you do, Tank?
Well, what I heard him do, he did some AI music, but he wrote the words, and I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but it still sounded good. But then he said it was metal, but it was like an epic, like telling a story. He was basing it on I don't know what this album is, but he was writing some songs based because he plays video games. I don't. So I didn't know anything. Apex Predator, Prometheus, Cyborg Music for Humans. Okay, I don't know. Oh, hey, send it to my send it on Twitter, man, so I can, because if I hit the link now, it'll take me out of this. Sorry, man, Levi.
Right.
Or Levi. Isn't that right?
Levite. Levite.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I've got it in on my phone. I thought.
Levite. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because when you popped in, I was like, oh, I do have it right in the phone. Like I'd always thought maybe I'd accidentally. Anyway. But he also plays music or has played. And then he was talking about this, like he had wrote all these songs, like he had wrote, like, I guess it was based on what is it's a video game called Skyrim or something. You probably heard people talk about it. I don't know.
No, actually, I don't know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, all I know is the name and a little bit of like, like I've watched him play it. Like I tell everybody when it comes to video games, like I don't go past Atari. Was it 2400 or like the first? And then before that, I remember my neighbors having like Pong or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was like a two bars that would bounce a ball back and forth. Levi, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I lost you or not.
No, you did in the sense that I had to go use and Tank should understand this terminology. I had to go use the latrine.
Yeah, I know that one. Okay, I just was making sure. Like, it wasn't no big, like, we've been, well, how long? We just been talking a little over an hour. Like, I like it when I'm able to, like, well, you and I are like that. There's several people that over the past year I've gotten to know, like a handful of people. You know what I mean? It ain't like, but the people that have been willing to connect with me, like I think we've known each other no longer than a year, though.
It's been almost 2 years.
That's what I was thinking. You were the first person I ever. Like, I think I had streamed on my channel through the YouTube app, but I had not.
Yeah, you came to my panel at the time.
Yeah, like, and then you had, like, I'd never been on, like, anybody's thing. And so that was, like, the first time I knew that's the first, but you were the first person that showed me that that's how people did have other people on and stuff. Because, like, if you do it through YouTube, you can have one other creator on, but you got to set it up in advance and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go through the app.
Yeah. Well, when I do YouTube, I can't bring anybody on. I don't know how to do it the way you're talking.
Yeah. I was thinking back. Back then, though, you were using StreamYard and stuff like.
I was, yeah.
But it was a lot different too. The free one was like now it's like they've changed it in limited things.
Well, you used to get 20 hours a month free. I'm not even so sure you get 2 hours anymore. I tried to do it the other night, and I couldn't or I didn't know how. So I just went. And that's when I did that YouTube live stream that I still have up.
Okay. Like I just happened to be up tonight, and I was like, well, my friends were streaming. They started at 8:00, and like Tank, were you over there at all? I don't know if you went over there, but Dr. Ben, and I'm not worried or nothing, but like I found it weird, like they never did mention like I don't think I've done anything to them, and they were cutting up with me, and I was in the chat, but they didn't like invite me on or nothing, and like I didn't ask to come on, but then they invited somebody else on, and I was like, man, somebody, but that's what the mind will do to you, like, you know what I mean? Like it ain't all about me,
Right.
like they got their own little show they do on Sundays, so I was like, I ain't like I like
Well, I
being
do, like earlier tonight, technically last night now. I went to Eric Lionheart's StreamYard panel. There's this other guy, and he doesn't use StreamYard, nor does he use the Restream, but he uses something else. And his name is
Yeah.
Daniel. He's that Burning Bushes channel. That's what it's called, Burning Bushes channel. I go on his live stream quite a bit. So,
Did you say Burning Bush?
Burning Bushes channel.
Burning Bushes. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, like the symbology from like the Bible or whatever, huh?
Well, he's an Eastern Orthodox Christian.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of differences, but we have some similarities too. And he's been pretty decent to me. So I even got on him a little bit last night, and I mean, I didn't get rude. I got rude, but I didn't get real vulgar by any stretch. But I think I said, look, I'm not trying to offend you, but he goes, well, you kind of are. And I'm like, well, I'm just kind of trying to help you see the errors of your ways, or how, I can't remember how I said it exactly. Where'd you go? Oh, God, I thought I lost you there. But
no,
I
I was just sitting here digesting it, like realizing what you were saying, like that.
Yeah.
You said,
well,
you said, I'm not really trying to offend you. And he said, well, you kind of are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, it's cool that y'all know each other. Like you can talk like that at least, like that's real. That's like a real conversation. That's someone that's like, you know what I mean? That's how it used to be. Like for most people. Yeah, I know, Tank. I'm trying to say, Tank, if you send it to me, you should send it on. Send me that link in my DM on X. Because if I hit that, well, wait, can I?
But Daniel's kind of a young guy. He's 36, so.
Oh, well, he might be. Okay. Who, Daniel, what?
Burning Bushes channel.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Yeah,
okay. I just realized.
But put Bushes, and then after Bushes, type in channel. It'll come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go ahead and sub them if I were you. Why not?
Do what?
I'd go ahead and sub them if I were you. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I was going to look it up and
oh, okay.
Like bushes in plural?
Yeah. Bushes.
Okay.
And then channel. Type that.
And let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna share a screen and then you'll You
You
can
do that.
tell me if you recognize this.
Sounds good. There you go.
Is that
That's-
him?
Not the last one, that darker skinned guy. I don't know who that is.
But this guy here,
The first two pictures of the glasses.
is
and-
that
and
his channel? You see it, Burning
That
Bush's channel?
that is his channel, yeah.
It looks like he's live right now, huh?
Is he? Oh, he
I don't
is.
know. It says live. Is that what that
Oh, I
means?
know. Well, let me check on regular YouTube. Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
I think when that circle's like that, that's what that means. Oh wait, is there let's see.
Yeah, he's live. He's live.
Yeah, World Empire Live. Is that it?
He's talking to that Diamond Dave right now, who's he's a Hindu.
Oh, am I looking at it says audiobook part 3 or something? Diamond Dave.
Hold on a second. What were you saying now?
You said a guy named Diamond Dave.
Yeah, he's on the panel with him.
Oh, I wonder if I used to know a Diamond Dave. What does he look? Well, I don't want
It's probably a different one.
to. Okay.
I think he's in Mongolia or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's a dual citizen.
oh, okay. That's not the Diamond Dave I knew was just a white American dude that was back. I don't know. Back then, he was 10 years older than me, and I was probably almost 40.
No, this guy's younger than you and I. Both
Oh,
of them
okay.
are.
Oh, hey, Tank just posted the link to that guy's channel. I subscribed to him, I think. Let me make sure.
You look like you did, yeah.
I believe I did. Yeah. Like, I don't want to. I've seen people look at other people's streams, but I don't want to like be. Well, if I'm going to watch him, I'm going to get off of here. Like, I wonder when he started.
Oh, let me look. Let me look.
But I mean, I'm having fun too.
Oh, he's been on for over 5 hours.
Oh, he's probably getting closer to the end anyway.
Well, the stream that he pays for, you can do it, but it's 6 hours at a shot.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna. Well, I've subbed to him, and then Tank just posted the link to his.
Yeah.
What does he talk about? A lot of just different interesting stuff.
Yeah, sure. He does.
Oh, okay. Well, like if you suggest it, like I can, like I know that if you're, if you follow him and y'all talk to each other or kind of in communication of some sort, then
I wouldn't mind, but I just don't have time. Plus, 2 Debs here, she can't handle this deal on her own, the work and that. So, but I wouldn't mind visiting just to get a break. I wouldn't mind visiting an Orthodox monastery.
Oh yeah,
For like a week, 2 weeks actually.
let's see. Tank. Well, I realized that Tank was probably like he was posting his music, and I kept telling him that he needed to send it to me in the private so I could get it. You know what I mean? And then I thought, oh wait, he's in a chat too, and he's got a wrench, so maybe he's promoting himself too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he threw your friend's channel in there. Tank's pretty cool, man. He's a good. He's doing what people, like. That's cool. Like even if even if you just get one more person for somebody, I think that's like that's what I like to think. Like, like when it might not seem like a lot to some people, but like I know that when I only had like a few, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't even have that many people, but like when someone that hadn't reached 100 yet, and like if you help them get, like if you can get them at 2 or 3 people, like you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's somebody that you see really just enjoys doing what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel does quite a few live streams, so
Yeah, I could have
we can
looked at one of his shorts or something, but I'm gonna. When I watch something and comment, I'll let him know that you. I came by way of you. You know what I mean?
sure.
So, but that's how we do it, I think. Oh, I hear birds. It's say, what is it? 116. I guess I probably should Tank. Well, I don't want to get off here until I know Tank if you are still there. Or you know what? Hold on a minute. I don't know why I'm telling him to do it in private. I can go to on my phone now, right?
Yep.
I am a dumbass. Tank's probably sitting there thinking, like I'm on my phone over here in my YouTube chat, so I can hit the link now and go bookmark it.
I doubt I'm going to try and get on for the last few minutes of Daniel's. He's got
Yeah,
less than
okay. I'll jump. I might jump over that. Well, yeah, because like
I might. You never know, but I'm getting tired, and so.
well, you know, like if he's been on 5 hours, he goes for 6, right? Is that what you said? Is he
Sometimes
reading?
he goes right to the 6th hour. Sometimes he stops it a little bit before. Just depends.
Oh, does he? Is he reading the book or is it somebody?
Well, he read it probably. He read that one book or whatever it is earlier, and then after he was done, he put out the link. That's my guess.
Oh, okay.
I do
So
like
it's
their.
like playing the audio book then.
I do like their Eastern Orthodox Bible. They have like 88 books.
Oh
I need-
yeah. Isn't that kind of isn't that kind of like the Ethiopian, like I thought Ethiopian Christianity is Orthodox or was.
Well, I think like I don't know for sure if they have 81 or what. I have the although that's in a storage space in another state, but I have the Stephen Pigeon F. Sefer.
Oh, okay.
You know, now I think the Eastern Orthodox Bible, Russian Orthodox for that matter, they have a few more books yet. Like I said, 88.
And aren't those just books that when the Catholic Church was putting it together, they thought they were either counterfeit, or am I right or wrong?
Well, there's a lot of controversy. Yeah, their canon is different. I know
Right.
the Catholics have like 73. The Protestants and a lot of Messianics and stuff or whatever, Hebrews like me, we have we do more books than, but we mainly depend on the 66 book canon.
Right, like it got finally narrowed down as far as what traditionally is studied by most, like I guess you would say like most people that, like a lot of people that are Christian sometimes are surprised when they find out there were other, or like that in Orthodox or in like,
Yeah, but some of them you can't really trust. Okay,
right.
I would never put very much stock in the book of Jasher. Those 91 chapters, I've read it. It can't be the one that the Bible talks about twice that it mentions. It's mentioned in the book of Jasher. It's not. It's contradictory. So they need to find the real Jasher, but not like the book of Enoch.
Yeah.
Put it about half a notch below below the canon. In my personal opinion, it's pretty good. It's a good read. but it's
I
not.
have it actually. I have a translation of it.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily inspired by in my point of view.
Yeah, from what I understood, I didn't know until the last time when I got this copy. I'd had it years ago, but I discovered that it's a combination of like three different. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Well,
Yep.
there's three English translations of the 108 chapters of Enoch.
but I was thinking it was there was three different places that it got put together from.
Yeah, 3 or 4. I'd have to
Yeah,
look
like three
I'd have-
different sources. Like,
I'd have to look into it again. It can be kind of iffy too.
right.
Book of
And like,
Jubilee is another one. 50 chapters.
Enoch is one of the only other. Who is it? Enoch, Moses, and is it Jesus? That no, Jesus died and then was resurrected. But Enoch and Moses. Was there a third person that they said didn't actually doesn't mention any dying? Like, am I right?
Well, no, it's in the canon. I mean, Enoch was translated. He got taken away. That's
Right.
in Genesis. Then you have Prophet Elijah. What?
Yeah, Elijah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was just trying to refresh what I knew was in my brain.
Right. Yeah, I got you. Well, I should
Okay.
probably head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here too. Tank, I appreciate.
I already summed you up, so
Yeah, because I got to get up and go to. Well, I mean, I'm gonna start moving my operation into my room now. I'm in the living room. Like when it's nice, I like to be in the bigger space, you know. And
yeah.
I am going to start doing some work and stuff in the next little while to where stuff that I wanted to do last year and just didn't get around to. You know, making a background, like painting the walls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, yeah, you look tired.
Yeah,
And I was
I
going
am.
to say when you first came on, you got more hair than I ever thought that I ever knew because you usually got a hat on. Like I didn't know what was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
knew
I
you
usually
had-
have that we don't dial 911 hat on.
Yeah, but I've always seen that you had kind of like a length on your hair, like coming out of the back, but I didn't know what was underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
But you have a good night, man.
All right, you too. Let me go ahead and click out, and you have a good night.
Yeah, love y'all, man. Have a good one.
Yep, later.
And Tank, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know who else is watching, but Tank, I appreciate you being. I'm look at this. Why don't we do well, I don't know if I'll get you know, I don't care if you're still there, why don't we do this real quick?
Bluetooth connected. Battery medium.
Oh wait, how did I huh. Well, okay, cool. A mash of me enhanced with AI. I used to compose electronica. Oversimplified human meshing of samples generated. Oh, I already read that. Okay, I forgot to post. Okay, yeah, I don't know if you had in private if you wanted to send a code or whatever. I don't know if that's what you wanted to do. But I guess I'm able to listen to that right now. I'm gonna get off here, y'all, and I'm gonna listen to what I can of Tank's music. And you guys have a good night, man. And appreciate whoever watched. Till next time, Mr. Grey Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Over and out. Hello.